Most men chase women. That's why they lose them. But the moment you stop chasing, the moment your energy shifts, she feels it, instantly. And that's when she comes to you. Attraction doesn't begin with your looks, your money, or the words you try to use to impress her. It begins with something she can't fully explain, your energy. Women sense energy the same way you feel the temperature of a room. Without a word spoken. She already knows whether your presence is firm or fragile, grounded or insecure. And the truth is simple, a woman moves toward a man whose energy is calm, controlled, and anchored within himself. Most men push energy outward. They try to prove themselves. They talk too much, they brag, they explain, they overshare, they try hard. But trying hard is the loudest signal of weakness. The more a man tries to be noticed, the less a woman feels anything for him. Attraction dies the moment effort replaces presence. A magnetic man does the opposite, he pulls his energy inward. He's not loud, but he's not invisible. He's not trying to be cold, but he's not trying to be liked either. He exists in a quiet state of power. And women feel that power before they even decide to speak to him. This inner pull comes from three forces: stillness, emotional control, and self-priority. Stillness is one of the rarest forms of masculine power. When you're not jumpy, fidgety, over-smiling, or desperate for connection, you become intriguing. Women lean in because they want to understand. What kind of man is comfortable inside silence? Silence is not emptiness, it's dominance without force. Emotional control is what makes her respect you. When she can't shake you, she starts studying you. A woman becomes drawn to a man who isn't reactive. If she teases you and you stay calm. If she takes long to reply and you don't fall apart. If she tries to provoke insecurity and you remain steady. She begins to admire you without saying it. Self-priority is the anchor of attraction. When your goals, routines, mission, and discipline come before your desire for her, she senses it immediately. A man who is building something is always more attractive than a man who is available for everything. Your life must be bigger than her, that's what makes her want to enter it. Here's the truth most men never learn. A woman comes to the man who does not chase her because his energy is already complete without her. She moves toward the men she cannot predict, cannot shake, and cannot fully understand. This is the foundation of instant attraction. Not effort. Not performance. Just controlled. Masculine presence, the kind she feels before she even knows your name. The distance that makes her move. Here's the truth most men never accept. A woman doesn't come toward what is always in front of her. She moves toward what she feels she could lose. Attraction grows in space. Desire grows in uncertainty. Curiosity grows in silence. But men kill all three. They text too much. They explain too much. They reveal too much. They're always available, always waiting, always ready to respond. And then they wonder why she loses interest. A woman cannot chase a man who gives her no room to chase. So what is the distance that pulls her closer? It's not ignoring her. It's not ghosting her. It's not playing childish games. It's strategic space, the psychological vacuum that makes her mind lean in. There are 4 types of distance that ignite a woman's attraction. 1. Emotional distance. This is not coldness, it's control. When she can't easily trigger you. She respects you. When you don't break down when she pulls back. She gets curious. When you don't panic because she didn't text back instantly. She realizes you're different. You're not operating from fear. You're not begging for reassurance. And this stability becomes magnetic. Emotional distance says, I choose you, but I don't depend on you. That is one of the strongest attraction signals a man can give. 2. Communication distance. Men mistake texting for connection. They think messaging her constantly builds a bond. It doesn't, it suffocates the chase. The less you say, the more she thinks. And the more she thinks, the more she invests. Don't respond instantly. Don't double text. Don't always start the conversation. Don't speak just to fill silence. When you speak, speak with purpose. When you're silent, let the silence work for you. Women fall for men who leave mental space. Because that space becomes a place where she starts imagining, wondering, replaying. Her feelings for you grow in the gaps, not in the constant noise. 3. Physical distance. This is when your life stays bigger than your desire for her. You don't drop your gym routine. You don't cancel work. You don't rearrange your entire day just because she suddenly became free. You have a schedule. You have a mission. You have a direction. Your world is already full, and if she wants to be part of it, she must walk toward it. A man who lives for himself becomes a man women naturally gravitate toward. 4. Availability distance. The man who is always reachable loses value instantly. You're not rude. You're not dismissive. You're simply not waiting. You are busy building. Busy growing. Busy improving. She feels that your attention is earned, not given away. And here's the psychological twist. When you create the right distance, her mind fills the silence with thoughts of you. And where her mind goes, her actions follow. Distance makes her notice you. Distance makes her miss you. Distance makes her chase you. Not because you pulled away, but because you pulled back just enough for her to move forward. The identity she can't walk away from. Distance pulls her in. But identity is what makes her stay. Because a woman doesn't choose a man based on what he says. She chooses him based on who she believes he is. Not the version he tries to show, but the version he reveals through his energy, his habits, and his discipline. And here's the truth you need to hear. A woman stays with the men she feels she cannot replace. Not because he is perfect, but because his identity is rare. Most men build attraction through effort. A rare man builds attraction through identity. And identity is made of 4 pillars, 4 traits that make her see you as the men she must move toward, not away from. 1. The men with a mission. Purpose is the most attractive thing a man can carry. When your life is moving in a direction. When your time has value. When your days are structured and disciplined. She feels it before you ever speak about it. Women fall hardest for men who are building something. A man with ambition has gravity. A man with direction has weight. A man who is busy growing becomes a man she wants to stand beside. Because a man with a mission doesn't chase women. Women chase him. 2. The man who doesn't break under pressure. Women test a man's emotional structure without even realizing it. She'll pull back slightly. She'll delay her reply. She'll change her tone. She'll challenge your mindset. Not because she wants to hurt you, but because she wants to feel the truth of who you are. A weak man collapses into insecurity. A strong man stays exactly the same. When your energy doesn't shift. When your mood doesn't break. When your calm doesn't crack. She recognizes your strength. This is the type of man a woman chooses instinctively. The men she can't destabilize. The men she can't manipulate. The men she can't emotionally control. Because emotional control is masculine safety. And safety is rare. 3. The man who values himself more than her opinion. This is where most men fail. They abandon their boundaries, their standards, their self-respect. All to impress her. But a man who values himself above her approval. A man who says no without fear. A man who protects his time, his focus, his emotional space. That man becomes unforgettable. Women don't respect the man who bends. They respect the man who stands firm. Self-respect is the identity she cannot resist. 4. The men who can walk away. This is the final and strongest form of masculine identity. A man who is willing to walk away is a man who never has to. Because walk-away power is built on abundance. Abundance of discipline, purpose, options, and self-worth. When she knows you won't tolerate disrespect. When she knows you won't beg. When she knows losing her won't destroy you. Her entire attraction shifts. She sees you as the rare one. The one she can't manipulate. The one she can't replace. The one she must hold on to. And here is the core truth. Women come to the men whose identity makes her feel something she doesn't feel with other men. Not neediness. Not desperation. Not pressure but strength. Mystery. Direction. Presence. Self-respect. Control. The man who has all of this doesn't chase her. He doesn't ask for her attention. He doesn't try to win her. He simply is who he is. And she comes to him, instantly, inevitably, and willingly. Before you click away, take a breath. Because if you've watched this far, it means something in you knows you deserve clarity. You deserve to understand what's real, what's genuine, and what you've been missing. Attraction isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. It's quiet, subtle. But it's always there. And now that you understand the signs, the energy, the body language, the small signals she can't hide, you'll never look at a woman's interest the same way again. So don't stop here. This channel is where men grow. Where they learn to think deeper, move smarter, and step into the version of themselves they were always meant to become. If this video helped you, if it gave you clarity, confidence, or even a new perspective, subscribe. Turn on the notifications. Join this journey. Because the next video might be the one that changes everything for you. And remember this. If she's attracted to you, you'll feel it long before you see it. So trust your intuition. Trust the energy. And most of all, trust yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Stay focused. Stay grounded. And keep becoming the men you were born to be.